Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a request via a donation from Sean Murphy. He's got me doing an artist called SAMSON. I've never heard of this guy. Apparently I need to do this. The song or thing or whatever it is called What About Us. Let's check it out. Okay, so the opening screen says if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. All right, okay. Sounds like old music.
Don't tread on me. Those are words that I stand by, homie. It doesn't mean I'm gangster, it doesn't mean I'm country. It means that my life is in my hands only. I don't have money for security. I don't have armed guards that I keep snug around me. You don't think I deserve protection like you do, and that means you don't give a fuck about me.
Oh, who's he talking to? Is he talking about people in the industry, as in like the famous people? Just because like they're on a more of a pedestal than I am, why don't I deserve security like you do? Because you're in the public eye and you can afford it, etc. Is this what he's going in on here?
Snug around me. You don't think I deserve protection like you do, and that means you don't give a fuck about me. Gated community, that's what you live in. Hatred and mutiny, that's what we live in. So come down here and hang with us for a minute. See if you leave with the same fucking opinion. Who's gonna help me out if I get robbed? What if somebody were to beat up my mother? Who's gonna be there to save our lives? You? Nah, me, motherfucker. I'm the only one that's got my back. It's dog eat dog, these are not no cats. There's cops in Michigan that can't even respond to their calls because their cars ain't got no gas.
Right, okay. Government. This is going in on the whole hierarchy of the government. The fact that they don't care about the people. They don't live in their shoes. He will make his own decisions. He will not rely on anyone from the emergency services because they're underfunded by the government. Everything's going back to the government and the hierarchies, definitely. And he's oh god, he's quite motivational, this guy. He's got me, I believe in him.
These are not no cats. There's cops in Michigan that can't even respond to their calls because their cars ain't got no gas. Great. Police don't have it.
What was that then? Sorry.
Cops in Michigan that can't even respond to their calls because their cars ain't got no gas. Great.
Michigan sheriff won't send cops to non-life-threatening cars due to gas prices. Yeah, definitely. It's the whole thing of the cost of living as well, you know, and they're not doing anything about it. All these politicians and stuff give themselves pay rises when they want one, put claims in for trivial things as part of their income and stuff and whatever, and we're all like trying to scrape 9-to-5 jobs and stuff and do YouTube reactions on YouTube. Let's go.
Police don't have any fuel. You don't know if they'll arrive when you call them. The babies are starving. My girlfriend can't find a tampon, and yet somehow you and I are the problem. I've never bought it.
Yeah. Okay. Sarcasm there as well. My girlfriend can't even find a tampon, but I'm the problem. Okay.
Starving. My girlfriend can't find a tampon, and yet somehow you and I are the problem.
Yeah.
I've never bought a gun without having my background scanned and approved. The only loophole I've seen on a gun is the one that you put a fucking lanyard through. It's not true that you can go to the store and just swipe your card and get a Glock and run. It's funny, the people that say that shit have literally never even shot one. Dumbass. Hey, Matthew McConaughey. Shut the fuck up. Just because you've murdered people on screen doesn't mean you know shit about guns, you dumb fuck. What
was that with Matthew McConaughey? I'm out of the loop. Let me know in the comments, because I know this guy. I know Matthew McConaughey is very, very opinionated. But I mean, I don't know what this is about, the gun culture and stuff. What is that about? Let me know in the comments so I can know what he's referencing here. But he's definitely telling him to shut the F up. I can't swear, it's YouTube. Let's go.
Fuck up. Just because you've murdered people on screen doesn't mean you know shit about guns, you dumb fuck. What? You worried about us? What about all of those violent movies that you played? How about you go talk to Alec Baldwin before you start telling me what to do, okay?
Oh, that is a controversial line. Matthew McConaughey is talking the talk about guns or something. That's what I'm getting from this. And he says, you've never shot one, etc. But then he says, go and have a word with Alec Baldwin before you come talking to me and stuff. Because notoriously now, since that happened in that on the movie set where he shot she was a girl, wasn't she? Shot a girl by accident with a gun that's supposed to have blanks in it, and he's up in trial, and he might even go to jail and stuff for it. I'm not sure what's progressing with that, because I've not seen anything about it recently, but that line was saying you can go and you're an actor, Alec Baldwin's an actor, he's shot a gun and you haven't. So who are you to preach, basically? That was a hard line. Hard line.
I was horrified by it. That's your hometown, you were born right by it. It probably cuts deep, and I hope that it does, cause you work in an industry that glorifies violence. It's more your fault than it will ever be mine. Lord only knows how many crimes that you've influenced throughout your whole career, cause I've seen you kill people plenty of times. What do you think is gonna cause a shooting? Are you...
You can't argue with that. You can't argue with it. You can't argue with movies do promote violence, and so do video games. I'm surprised he's not said that yet, but he's obviously, because he's going on Matthew McConaughey, he's an actor, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Your whole career, cause I've seen you kill people plenty of times. What do you think is gonna cause a shooting? A YouTube video of a gun review? Or a Hollywood murder scene that seems so realistic it looks like it's from the news? So next time that you wanna point your finger with a stupid opinion and chime in with it, remember, it ain't me that they're trying to be like, dog. It's you that they're trying to mimic. I feel...
Oh, flip the script on Matthew McConaughey. I take it he's been saying something about YouTube videos and gun reviews and how they shouldn't be publicised, etc. And he's saying who's more likely to, influence someone to shoot a gun? It's your movies. Oh my God, he's flipped it around on him. That is a comeback.
Remember, it ain't me that they're trying to be like, dog. It's you that they're trying to mimic.
Exactly.
I feel way more safe in a place where the people are legally armed. If something happens like a mass shooting, I have a way less chance of being lethally harmed. The criminal is gonna think twice if he knows everybody is a piece underneath their clothes. And Mayor Lightfoot will probably tell you different, but have you seen Chicago? And
I don't know enough about Chicago to comment on that, but he's right. If everyone can legally have a firearm, then, there's a pro and a con there. If everyone's got one, they shoot each other willy-nilly, you never know. But if someone pulls a gun on you, you've always got that protection of, like, I've got one too. Do you know what I mean? You're not just a victim then. You know what I mean? It's I do get what he's saying there.
No, before you ask, I don't want to be like Canada either, and I don't want to be like Australia. I'm sick of everybody using them as a humanity meter. There's a reason that they can do whatever they want to their citizens, like fucking throw them in camps. And there's a reason that our...
What? I gotta admit, I missed that.
Be like Canada either, and I don't want to be like Australia. I'm sick of everybody using them as a humanity meter. There's a reason that they can do whatever they want to their citizens, like fucking throw...
Australia police arrest quarantine escapees. Australian police arrested 3 people who broke out of a COVID quarantine compound. Oh, yeah, this is down to the COVID thing shutting down the country. Australia and New Zealand had it right, didn't they? Okay.
Them in camps. And there's a reason that our government doesn't even try that shit, because they know that they can't. If you don't think for one split second that if we didn't have our Second Amendment, the government wouldn't overstep its boundaries and make us do shit even when we're against it, you're out of your mind. I don't give a damn where you stand or how or what you vote. That's dandy and fine if you trust Uncle Sam, but I, for one, fucking don't. And why would...
I don't trust my country. I only trust myself. Yes. Okay. Plenty of people believe in the system, in the government, etc. But real people, as he's trying to say here, real people can see it for what it is. Okay. I think it's a very woke message, this.
You vote, that's dandy and fine if you trust Uncle Sam, but I, for one, fucking don't. And why would I? What have they done? Give me a reason for me to believe them. They want to trade me a little security in exchange for a big-ass piece of my freedom. They don't want to take away guns because they care about you and they want to keep you safe at night. They want to take away guns because it's easy to control people if they don't have any way to fight. Hey, buddy, what your little AR-15 gonna do if the government comes to take it? Well, Ukraine started handing out rifles to all of their citizens when the Russians invaded, so what about that? I thought it wouldn't help. I guarantee that it'd be better than nothing. I hope it never does, but if the day comes, I bet that you're gonna wish that you had something.
Oh, comparing it with the war in the Ukraine, the fact that the citizens got guns and the army and stuff to fight back, and they're not doing it in our country when they're not fighting back against people with like gun crime and stuff. I get the comparison. He's going in hard here, going in hard.
This is the only country on earth where the people have real strength. And nowadays, with all the shit going on, it's the only thing that makes me feel safe. If there's anything that I've learned in the past couple years looking back at the pandemic, all of the shit that we have is fragile, and it could snap at any second. Fuck off.
Right. Look at that. This guy's fingers up. Everything was collapsing economies, things were going up in price, people were looting shelves. Well, they weren't looting them, they were buying loads of toilet roll, loads of bread so no one else could buy stuff, everything. As soon as he said everything's locked down, everything went to shit. And that's basically what he's saying. And it was in the click of an eye, like blink of an eye, click of a finger, whatever it is he said. And it's, you know, everything is fragile in that respect. Wow.
All of the shit that we have is fragile, and it could snap at any second. Fuck all of the politicians. I don't trust anything they say. Take the word gun out of gun control, and that's all that it is at the end of the day. I don't give a...
This is Tom Macdonald-esque. Take the gun out of gun control, and that's all it is. Saying that they're controlling everybody. Obviously, you know, this very Tom Macdonald, this whole speech, if you like.
Fuck, how crazy you think that I look or I sound when I say this shit, but our Second Amendment's the only thing that stands between us and a dictatorship.
Yeah.
And as for the kids, I'm not a security expert, so I won't act like one. But I think that if we can send over $50 billion to Ukraine, we could surely spend that much, or more, or less, here in our own country to fortify our schools and make them more secure so that every kid can get an education safe and sound.
I have been saying this for absolutely ages to people. The fact that our country is like, oh, this has gone up. Oh, everything in the supermarket's gone up. The petrol prices have gone up. Everything's gone up. You all need to pay for this. Everything, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I tell you what, we've just sent 1.3 billion over to Ukraine to help them fight the war. Okay, they need the help. But bloody hell, sort your own country out first. Do you know what I mean? It's, wow. I've been saying that for ages. You know what I mean? You're throwing your money in different places. It's taxpayers' money. You don't ask us what you're going to do with it. You just tell us to pay it. It's wrong.
Place several trained armed guards in every school across America. You know, real men who won't stand by for 45 minutes in the hallway while a shooting unfolds in front of their own eyes. Pay them well, too.
Yeah.
There's veterans that need the work.
Yeah. And you can use veterans to do that because they know how to handle a gun as well. So obviously he's talking about, obviously this is an American video, so he's talking about a lot. There's been a lot of school shootings in America, and famous ones like Columbine, etc., blah, blah, blah. And if there had been armed guards there, these guys might have thought twice about walking around the school with a gun because, you know, they can be picked off straight away. Because if there was... It gives a veteran something to do because, you know, like they say they end up being homeless and stuff. So you help. It's two sides here. You're helping the veterans and you are, you know, keeping the schools safe. That's a very valid point. I like that.
And pay them well, too. There's veterans that need the work. Why not protect our kids the same way that we protect you? Politicians are protected by guns. Celebrities are protected by guns. Every important person that walks this earth is protected by a gun.
Yeah.
But our kids, they're
Facts.
important. Just
Facts.
not as much as you.
That was... Hang on, is there more at the end? No, it's just the same thing. That, you know, I agree with that message 100%. There are fat cats in the government. There are people who, you know, it is a dictatorship. They act like it's a democracy. You vote people in to run the country, and then once they're in, they're like, ha, push everybody to one side. Then, and when it becomes like time for the next election, things start getting done for a bit. For like 6 months before it, so it looks like, oh, the president or the prime minister's doing these sort of good things. He's put this down. He's got rid of that tax. Get him in power. Blah 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 blah. In power. Everything shuts off. Everything goes back up. Everything is closed off. This guy speaks facts, and I like his message much in the same way that I like Tom Macdonald because he's speaking the same sort of truths. Thank you for that, Sean. It was a very, very insightful video. Anyway, if you like my videos, then please hit like and subscribe. And I shall see you all in the next one.